Live from Mount Smart Stadium in Auckland, we are in round 7 of the Simulation Rugby League Premiership. The business end of the 6th season is well and truly here, and two sides set to go to battle with their season on the line. It's the Sea Eagles across the ditch in Auckland to take on the Warriors, set to kick off round 7 and Monday night action on SRL TV. Wherever you are joining us here, we hope you are ready for an exciting few nights of action to end regular season. As mentioned, these two sides are set to go to battle. The winner of this will almost guarantee themselves a spot in the Final Four. And it will be Manly to kick off. The Warriors with first possession of the game. And Aidan McKinney gets Monday night action underway here on SRL TV. And the Warriors juggle it from the kickoff. Eventually it's Joshua Siliruka who comes away with it. And they look to settle things down, this time through John Nanai, the skipper. Warriors' big forward pack will be looking to dominate the first couple of opening sets. And then they'll go to their outside backs, who have been absolutely dynamic and exciting this season. And looking at Manly, they are one of the best defensive sides over the last couple of weeks. And it's going to be a really interesting call to see who gets this one. Warriors have the ball right underneath us at the moment. Strange is going to kick on the first for the game. Puts a deep one, the wind behind him in the first half, and it's going to trickle over the back of the in goal. And that's a bit of an unforced error for the Warriors. It's surprising they went to Strange for the first kick of the game. And quite a strong breeze behind the Warriors, going left to right in this first half. It's Chapman Kenny's first touch of the game, the Manly skipper. In the action early so far. These two sides have met once before in the SRL back in season 1.
That's your second. Hill.
And it was the Warriors winning that one 18 points to 6. Over in Brookvale. Tries to Rod Curran, Jordan Ford and Sage McGilley. Meanwhile for the Seagulls, it was Matthew Harris who scored the only try of that game.
That's tackle 4, hands off. Hill.
But we are in a different position here at the moment. As Manly find themselves a good first set. Opening up for them, final tackle. Boone's going to go back to Lewis. He's going to put it high, centre field. Coming down for Bunce. No, it's Damien Moana, in fact. And he gets up and takes it well. Akarangi was on him. But a good take, first of all, from Damien Moana.
He's held there.
So a heavy defeat last week for the Warriors. Going down to the Rabbitohs, 28 points to 6. After the week before, they absolutely decimated the Cowboys.
He's held there. 4.
And they'll be really looking to their top performers tonight to get them into the top 4. Most notably, it's David Barner and Chance Bunce who have been the picks of the season for the Warriors. Barner's averaging 154 metres per game, leading the competition, in fact. While Sage McGilley is first for points. 50 points at the moment as Bell almost breaks away down that far touchline. Taken down by, looked like John Nanai. Corey Bell almost getting away in the opening 6.5 minutes. Boone dummy half, goes short side. Elms gets a short ball, cuts inside Robbie Elms. Taken down, a good tackle by Bunce. Got the Seagulls, only 10 out here. Couple of tackles remaining as McKinney finds Herman on the inside.
Back, look at me. He's held there.
Taken down the good tackle, still 10 metres out as they go flat this time. The Goodwin, the big powerful prop, charges his way forward, only 5 metres out. Good opportunity for Manly to open the scoring as they go back to Lewis. Lewis is going to put it high towards the wing of Nahana Borton-Thompson. Tap back to Sam Herban, and Sam Herban will go in for the opening try of the afternoon. Third of the season for Sam Herban. And he opens the scoring inside the opening 10 minutes. And you'd have to say the opening few minutes has been Manly. All the territory has been down this northern end of the field. As McKinney sends it high up into the embankment. And it's the Seagulls out to an early 6-0 lead. Just touching on the Warriors' top performers and the senior players they're really going to be looking to perform well in front of their home crowd tonight. Obviously David Barner, one of the top performing forwards in the SRL in season 2. Patrick Corcoran as well, he's had 5 assists so far this season. Sage McGilley has been good in the halves. He's been assisted pretty well by TJ Ashford as well, who was picked up in that off-season draft as an inactive, but has become an active player at the Warriors and has really solidified that halves combination with McGilley. Meanwhile for the Seagulls, it's a case of rookies standing up and really delivering so far this season for the Seagulls. So they've had Aidan McKinney and Albi Akarangi performing well, but Jesse Bennett has been an absolute beast up front for the Seagulls, averaging 127 metres this season. Meanwhile, Kyle Lewis and Byron Boone have been setting up tries. Left, right and centre, 15 between them. As we say, the Warriors get their hands on the ball for only the second time in this match. 10.5 minutes gone. The Seagulls getting a good win against the Broncos last week, 32 points to 18. 2 tries to Chapman Kenny, 2 assists to Aidan McKinney, and a big game from Albi Akarangi. 5 tackle breaks, 4 line breaks for 146 metres. Coming off an injury the couple of weeks prior. Strange once again puts the kick in, and he's made a hash of it once again. Again, it's a strong win behind the Warriors in this first half, and he's put it over the sideline on the full. I'm not sure why Stranger's kicking. And we know he's got a powerful boot, but another unforced error from the Warriors, and it's going to give Manly more territory and more points on the board possibly as they go to Herbin straight away. Sam Herbin straight through the line. Chasing is Donny Lane, but Herbin goes in for a second of the night, and the Sea Eagles strike twice in the opening 12 minutes. So not the start John Nanai and Chance Bunce would have been hoping for. Unforced errors really forcing them on the back foot at the moment. As McKinney will come again and send it high up into the embankment, which is absolutely packed here at Mount Smart tonight. I was coming into the stadium earlier on, obviously through the VIP section, and there were queues all the way down to Onehunga. And you can see that southern stand is absolutely chock-a-block. Both terraces possibly up around 28,000-30,000 here in Mount Smart for this game. As McGallagher gets the game back underway. 2 tries for Sam Herbin.
Right, here's tackle 1.
And the Sea Eagles out to a 12 points to 0 lead.
That's his second. Hill.
So Bennett's going to set it up. They go to Herbin once again. He's been busy in this opening few minutes.
He's held there. Move.
It was a case of busy Sam Herbin a couple of weeks ago
4. Move.
when the Sea Eagles
Hill.
got out to a good start against the Raiders, and Herbin
He's held there.
had all the energy
Markers lock in.
you can imagine for a fullback, but it just went to nothing, and the Raiders ended up taking them on rather comfortably over the Sea Eagles, 30 points to 2. And so Herbin will want to
Move.
watch his energy levels in the opening 40 minutes of this one. He's obviously got players to come off the bench. We'll quickly run through those 2 lineups now. Firstly, for the Warriors, no major changes in either side, but Chance Bunce, the Warriors vice skipper at fullback. Damien Moana's shifted to the other wing with Nehana Borton-Thompson. Donny Lane and Taylor Maxwell in the centres. Jackson Cutler moved to the bench. Donny Lane getting his first start in the centres. Familiar halves combination of Sage McGallagher and TJ Ashford. As we see Maxwell get up a bit slowly after that big tackle. Strange once again kicking. Not sure what's going on here. Down to the wing of Chapman Kenny. Front row for the Warriors, John Nanai, the skipper, Patrick Corcoran and Josh Siliruka. And the back row, David Barner, Rod Curran and Logan Strange. On the bench, Dan Ulingo and Seamus Walker look to be up on their feet, coming on soon, while Jason Farrer and Jackson Cutler will make their way on later on. For the Sea Eagles, Sam Herbin, Chapman Kenny and Corey Bowler, your back 3. Michael Crimp and Robbie Elms in the middle. In the halves, Kyle Lewis and Aidan McKinney. Front row, Brad Goodwin, Byron Boone and Matthew Harris. And the back row for the Sea Eagles, Jesse Bennett, Joshua Blackburn and Albie Akarangi. Daniel Punch, Macaulay Morris, Tyson Payne and Chris Lord coming off the bench for the Sea Eagles as Borton-Thompson makes a good return. Up this near touchline, right underneath us, I've got the Mad Butcher. I can hear him in the Mad Butcher's lounge. Right beside me, it's Bunce. Makes a good break up through the middle. It's first of the night. They're really looking to Chance Bunce to step up here this afternoon. They go to Taylor Maxwell on this near side. Can't get away from Chapman Kenny. The Warriors tackle 3 just outside the Manly 30 as they go to Siliruka. Back on the inside. Charging it forward. Good quick play the ball. This time to Strange. Met hard by Akarangi. Over the top is Goodwin. So right out in front of the uprights. Final tackle now as Corcoran goes back to Ashford. He just punches it. A short little kick to the wing of Corey Bell, and it's a good chase by Donny Lane. Gets up on Corey Bell quickly and cuts him down. No pressure there. So as mentioned, the Sea Eagles Really looking to Kyle Lewis and Byron Boone to set up their plays and get their big forwards over the line.
3. Hands away. Held.
Good performance last week from Albi Akarangi. Probably his best performance of the season.
4. Hands off.
While Chapman Kenny starting to find a bit of form. 3 tries over the past 3 or 4 rounds for the big Manly skipper.
Last. Held.
Finding form just at the right time, but you have to say that both of these two sides have been a little bit inconsistent this season. Manly unable to string together 2 wins in a row as the Seagulls find the touchline, while the Warriors, after coming off 2 wins, had that big defeat last week. So it's a tough one to call here at Mount Smart tonight, and whichever side does make the 4 will possibly take on either the Rabbitohs or the Eels in the semi-final.
Move. He's held there.
Manly obviously have never been to the SRL semi-finals before,
2. Held.
having a shocking season in season 1, only picking up the 2 wins at the back end of the season.
3. He's held there.
But they have really turned things around in season 2. Miguel takes it forward. Warriors setting it up just inside the Seagulls half as Corcoran at dummy half. Tackle 4. They go to Walker. His first touch of the game. Miguel punching it down to the wing of Chapman Kenny once again. And a good chase by Tatata Maxwell.
He's held there.
Wraps him up. And the game has started to settle down a little bit after those 2 Herban tries in the opening 12 minutes. As we get through the first quarter of play, it's the Seagulls out to a 12 points to 0 lead at the moment as the crowd's gone rather quiet here at Mount Smart Stadium.
3. Hands off.
Looking down that northern end where the hot dog stand sits, and not many people there as Akarangi's been hitting a big tackle, and the referee has called that one high. And so the Warriors give away a penalty on tackle 4. And McKinney will send it deep down into the Warriors half. And a try here would be a big blow to the Warriors opening 40 minutes. So Bennett will set it up 10 metres out, just to the left of the uprights. Crip looks for Lewis, but it's gone forward. In fact, it's come off a Manly player and got into one of the Warriors front rowers. Referee says no advantage, and the Warriors feed to the scrum.
1. Release.
So a little bit of confusion possibly between Kyle Lewis and Albi Akarangi, I think it was. So let off the hook a little bit there, the Warriors, as they look to settle things down. This time it's Barner. Makes a gap, but he's thrown it inside, and Blackburn's come away with it.
He's held there.
So they've given possession back to the Seagulls in their own half. So this is not the opening 40 minutes that the Warriors would have been hoping for, as Lewis takes it straight up into contact with Curran. Over the top was Walker. They come near side again. Cut out past to Chapman Kenny.
3. Markers lock in.
Wrapped up well, and a good tackle by Maxwell. Played to Crimp at dummy half. Akarangi short to punch. Looking on the inside, taken down by Walker. Still tackle 4, still 10 metres out as they go inside to Akarangi this time. Cutting back towards the Warriors line. So final tackle now. Boone to Lewis on the toe. I thought for a moment Herban was going to get there, but Daniel Ingo scooped it up. And he's been wrapped up in his in goal when the Warriors will be forced to restart from a line dropout. So more pressure about to come from the Seagulls as Morris is just going to charge it straight up through the middle. Bumps off. Looked like Daniel Ingo. And a good run by Macaulay Morris to set it up for the Seagulls. Tackle 1. The punch.
That's your second.
Centre field just inside the Warriors red zone. 18 metres out, Boone. Dummy half to McKinney. Taking it forward. Up to the Warriors 10. And 3 Warriors players taking him down. They come near side. Akarangi. Cut out past to Herban. Up early on him was Miguel. And around the legs, Maxwell. Still 18 metres out the Seagulls. Lewis. Flat to Morris. Good charging run by the Manly second rower. Off the bench, 28 minutes gone. Final tackle for Manly. It's Lewis putting it high once again. Bunce looked like he was going to let it bounce, but he's taken it down well. A little bit too deep from Kyle Lewis, and the Warriors out to the 20 for the restart.
Zero tackle. Held. One.
So the Simulation Rugby League Premiership semi-final action set to get underway next Monday night.
Held. Two.
We are set for an absolute cliffhanger of games, both tonight and tomorrow night. Obviously following this game later on, it's the Rabbitohs taking on the Broncos.
Four. Get back. Look at me.
Broncos set to end their season after being the minor premiers in season 1. Have really struggled to find any sort of momentum in season 2 and will end their campaign tonight against the Rabbitohs, while South Sydney will look to possibly take that number 1 spot
Right. Here's tackle one.
and wrap up the minor premiership if they can get a good win over the Broncos. Really looking to their fullback Chaz Dingo and their halves combination of Liam Ryan and Jai McCartney.
He's held there.
It's Isaac Edwards, in fact, who came off the bench last week and really sparked the Seagulls' second half performance against the Warriors.
Tackle four. Hands off.
Edwards coming on, getting a try, an assist, and 5 tackle breaks in that second half performance as Lewis puts it deep. Looking for the 40-20, but Bunce tracks back. Takes it well. Good chase by the Seagulls. Wraps them up just outside the Warriors' 20. So 8 minutes or just over till half time. 12-point lead to the Seagulls. Crowd's gone a little bit quiet. Warriors really have struggled for points over the last couple of weeks.
Held. Three.
Strange gets a good inside ball from Walker, just inside the Seagulls half. Tackle 3. Corker in at dummy half. They go to Ashford. He goes to Barner.
Four. Move.
This time to Engo. Finds Walker on his outside.
Held.
Good charge forward by Seamus Walker. So final tackle now. Good 57-metre gain for the Warriors. Ashford once again just punches it across field to Corey Bell. Gets away from Seamus Walker.
Let him go. Let him go.
Chance Bunce takes him down, assisted by Ashford. A good chase by the little 5'8".
Held. That's his
Has
second.
really stepped up for the Warriors this season. As Elms breaks through the middle this time. Good charge by Robbie Elms.
Three.
Manly looking to strike before half time. 6 minutes until the siren. Inside the 30, they go to Herban. Steps off the left around Barner.
Held.
Ingo wraps him up. And they come near side to Morris, taking it forward. A good tackle and forced backwards. So final tackle now. They'll look for Lewis. Near side he is. In fact, he gives it to McKinney. Warriors chasers coming up on Lewis. Down to Bunce. Bunce takes it well. Gets away from one chance. Bunce. Herban's coming. Bunce has got the speed. Referee, get out of the way. Herban makes a desperate dive from about 10 metres out. But Chance Bunce will run the length of the field and score the Warriors' first try of the night. So one of the leading try scorers in the competition. In fact, he levels up with Eli Barnes with that try. His 8th of the season, 14th of his career. As Miguel will look to send this one over. Chance Bunce surely in line for that Kiwis fullback position. Obviously the SRL World Cup set for Season 3 in 2022. Yet to be confirmed which sides will be playing, but obviously New Zealand, Australia, possibly Tonga. England looking to get their side sorted as well, but we'll More information on that. Miguel converts the chance bunts try. McKinney gets the game back underway. A little under 4 minutes remaining until half time. It's the Manly Seagulls holding on to that 6-point lead, but what a turn of events. Chance bunts running 100 metres to score, and we've seen that many times so far this season. Far side to Moana. Quiet game so far for Damien Moana. Obviously news during the week, but Moana will be moving to the Cowboys in the off-season. Signed on with the North Queensland squad. In fact, there's 2 Warriors players set to leave. As Jason Farrah as well has confirmed he's off to the Broncos. As Miguel gets a horrible kick away. It looked like he kicked it into one of his own players. And the Seagulls will get a final opportunity with ball in hand before half time. Around about 2.5 or 2 minutes remaining. Just inside the Warriors half, they'll restart it. And they'll go to Akarangi. Charges through Corcoran. Walker takes him down, 30 metres out here for the Seagulls. Can they strike just before half time as McKinney wide to Herban. Bell's in the gap. Finds the inside man in Blackburn. Taken down, a good tackle by John Nanai. Corey Bell almost setting that one up, but straight back this time to Goodwin. Right before the line, looking to charge his way over, but taken down just inches short. Tackle 3 for the Seagulls. They go flat to Akarangi, and easy as that. Albi Akarangi goes over for the Seagulls' 3rd try. And his 4th of the season. And the Seagulls, well, the crowd, well, they're stunned. Kick to come. Right out in front for McKinney. This will be no problems at all. So 18 points to 6 coming up half time. Then only a couple of seconds. So after a second, after the first quarter was all Manly, it's the Warriors who have come back in that second half of the first half. But that Albi Akarangi try will really dent their confidence going into the second half as Miguel gets the game back underway. Downping McKinney, that's half time, siren in the background. And Goodwin will be taken down. And so half time here at Mount Smart Stadium, and it's the Seagulls leading 18 points to 6. Welcome back to Mount Smart Stadium. Second half action about to get underway. The Seagulls out to an 18 points to 6 lead. 2 tries to Sam Herban in the opening 12 minutes. And that's a horrible start for the Warriors straight from the kickoff. Miguel into the wind has put it over the back. And that is not the start the home crowd would have been hoping for. Absolutely horrible first kickoff from Sage Miguel. Too much on it. McKinney sets it up, goes inside to Matthew Harris.
That's his second. He's held there.
Setting it up just 10 metres out. McKinney, shot to Brad Goodwin, looking to power his way over the line, and Goodwin looks to have gone under the post for the Seagulls. We're going to go upstairs. No problems from that angle. Brad Goodwin has struck straight after the halftime break. Fourth try of the year for Brad Goodwin. And Manly out to a 22 points to 6 lead. After a horror kick from Sage McGilley. Sent the ball over the back of the in goal on the full. McKinney once again converts 24 points to 6. So what can he do this time? As he goes left. McKinney's waiting for it. That's a better return from McGilley, but the Seagulls out 24 points to 6 at the moment. Coming up 43, only 3 minutes gone in the second half. Really needing some sort of injection as Crimp busts off one through the middle, palmed off Chance Bunce. Quite easily, in fact. It was strange you had to take him down at the last attempt. And they spread it wide through Herbin, McKinney. The Warriors really stretched at the moment. They are looking tired this time. To Herbin on the inside. Nanai just struggles to hold on to him as Herbin almost gets through the line. 22 metres out. Boone at dummy half. McKinney putting a short little kick up. Going up for it, Suliruka. And he takes it down well. Pressure on him. And a good take from the young rookie prop. And the Warriors really needing to settle things down and find some territory as they're really struggling to get into the Seagulls half at the moment.
3 hands away.
So on the 30, the Warriors play it. They come near side of Barner. Can't make his way through. Big hit on him by Aiden McKinney. Talks in the week that maybe Aiden McKinney could have been making his way to the Warriors. Those talks were called off as McKinney has remained a free agent at the moment. Ashford putting it forward. Kicking on the 5th, coming across as Chapman Kenny. Takes it well on the full and then returns it just short of the halfway line. Taken down by Corcoran. McKinney taking it forward. It's been a hectic week actually with the transfer and the free agent market opening up on Wednesday. Over 25 trades have taken place. As the Warriors complaining that they came off a Manly player and went forward. Referee is saying play on, in fact. Waiting for the replay on my monitor. Looks like it's come off the shoulder of one of the players, or the Manly players. Looked like Matthew Harris, in fact, as Lewis puts it down to Damien Moana. But a good chase on him by Robbie Elms has wrapped up Moana, unable to get away, and he continues to really struggle to find any sort of yardage at the moment on this near touchline. Damien Moana. They go to Nanai, the skipper, looking to charge it forward, looking to spark something, bend their momentum to the Warriors' side. To Barner this time. Almost punching his way through the middle. Taken down by Macaulay Morris. Inside to Bunce. Off the left, then off the right. Into contact with Herbin on the Seagulls 30. Final tackle. McGalley puts the kick in, looking to the corners to Chapman Kenny. Chapman Kenny bring it back hard. He is playing with confidence at the moment, the Manly skipper. 2 tries last week. After a quiet first half of the season, Kane Chapman-Kenny is really starting to lift the game for the Seagulls. Herman busts his way through the middle. Bunce has to come across and just takes him down. Herman almost getting away. The Seagulls starting to lift the intensity at the moment as Bennett charges it forward. Good quick play the ball for Boone. McKinney, short ball to Chris Lord, who's made his way onto the park. So the Seagulls looking to unload their interchange players. Tyson Pay looks like he's on the field as well. As Harris charges it forward. Final tackle. In fact, it was a final tackle. Hand over to the Warriors. Harris just looking to possibly elect a breakdown of communication there. Handing it over to the Warriors on the final tackle. So 50 minutes ticks over on the clock. It's Manly with a healthy 18-point lead at the moment. Home crowd really looking to lift this Warriors side, who are staring down the barrel of being knocked out in the regular season after making it to the final, the grand final in season 1. Going down to the Eels in that one, 19 points to 18. It was a similar sort of season for the Warriors, a slow first half, and then coming back around about that round 3, round 4 mark. But they haven't been able to kick on so far this season. That loss last week to the Rabbitohs really denting their confidence. And it looks to have carried over so far this week, as they just don't seem to have any punch at all. As Lord palms off one, taken down by a good tackle, looked like by Suli Ruka. Byron Boone looks to be really rallying his troops at the moment. Chapman-Kenny looking for a quick play. The ball gets it. Crimp at dummy half. They spread it to Goodwin. Up into the Warriors 20 they go. Tackle 4 here. Another good quick play. The ball. Wide ball of McKinney. Ashford comes up and Nanai around the legs. Numbers outside for McKinney, but he wasn't able to get her hands away as Lord puts it high. Going up for it's Robbie Elms. No one around, and Robbie Elms a little bit disorientated as he came down with it, and the Warriors players wrapped them up and unable to make his way forward as they go short from Ashford to Bunce, but it's gone forward, and another error by the Warriors in their own half, and a try here for the Seagulls. Well, this will surely wrap it up as they feed the scrum. Lord at dummy half to Herman, straight through the middle, Sam Herman, and he goes in as easy as that for his 3rd try of the night. And with that, the Seagulls should feel comfortable that they have wrapped up this game here in Auckland. Still plenty of time to go, but 28 points to 6, a kip to come. And this is a big lead by Manly, which they need. Before this game started, they had a points differential of +4 only, so really needing to get a big win here to really dent any chance that Canberra could have of beating them into that top 4. So 30 points to 6, that's a 24-point lead. So they're currently 20 plus 28. The Raiders are plus 41. So if the Raiders win tomorrow night and Manly win tonight, both on 8 points, but Manly would have to have a significant win. They need to keep piling on the points. Another couple of tries here for the Seagulls and really put them hot in contention as Herman once again breaks through the middle. Gets the ball away to Lewis in support. But Manly really starting to play with a lot of confidence as Harris busts through the tackle of Strange. Into the backfield is met by Bunce. Warriors really starting to fall off tackles at the moment. Elms gets his hand free to Bell. Robbie Elms having a good game so far. Boone, long cutout pass to Harris. Bust through one, Matthew Harris. Offload inside to Chris Lord. Final tackle now for the Seagulls. 13 metres out from the Warriors line. They'll go back to Lewis, who'll put it high. A good chase coming from Manly, going up for it, and tap back to Sam Herman, who's crossed once again. And Sam Herman's his 4th try of the game. Now this is turning into an absolute disaster for the Warriors at home. 4 tries to Sam Herman. And the Seagulls are running away with this one here in Auckland. $36 points to 6. We saw it last week with the Warriors, just too many missed tackles. In particular was Patrick Corcoran, 5 missed tackles. Donnie Lane had 4. Tatata Maxwell had 4. Josh Siliruka 4. Just dropping off too many tackles, the Warriors, and this back end of the season just hasn't been kind to them. Still 22 minutes remaining. You have to say, what changed after that record win against the Cowboys just 2 weeks ago? What has changed in the Warriors camp? An absolute demolition of the Cowboys. But they have just struggled to find any sort of momentum as McKinnon gets away a horrible kick. Magalhães come away with it, and the Warriors finally find themselves in the Manly half. First time in the second half, it would seem. So Corcoran goes to Strange. Again, these Warriors 4s just being driven backwards in the tackle. Wide to Maxwell again. This time it's Lewis putting the shoulder on Maxwell. Corcoran from dummy half, can't get anywhere, complaining that Lewis may not have been square. Play on's the call. Magalhães sending it wide to the wing of Borton Thompson. Coming forwards, Borton Thompson, but Chapman Kenny gets up. Too tall as Chapman Kenny, and gets high above the leap of Borton Thompson. But not the best of chases. No one else really coming through for the Warriors. It was Donnie Lane on that far side for the Warriors, who is partnering up with Borton Thompson here tonight. And straight away the Seagulls just breaking away down that far touchline and into the Warriors half. Only tackle 2. Urban's going to set it up just outside the Warriors 30. To McKinney, out wide to Crimp. Cuts back on the inside through the first line of defence. Curran has to go round the legs with Maxwell. They come right. Lord goes inside. A good charge by the number 17, the new Cowboys skipper for season 3. They'll play the ball, tackle 5. They run it. In fact, Lewis charging towards the line. Cole Lewis thinks he can get over, but the Warriors do well to hold him up. So as I briefly mentioned, Chris Lord has been announced as the Cowboys' new skipper for season 3. We'll be packing the bags and taking the family up to North Queensland. And has announced quite the squad who he will be taking up with him. Most notably the Parramatta Eels skipper Kobe Johnston and Thomas Wallace as well. But along with that, many other standout performers from season 2. Stace DePace has signed with the Cowboys. Obviously, as mentioned earlier on, Damien Moana playing here tonight for the Warriors. That Cowboys side really needing something to turn their fortunes around. 2 seasons in the SRL, failing to make the 4 in both of them. But signs are looking good for the Cowboys after that first round of transfers. So tackle 4 here for the Seagulls as they go to Blackburn, but it's gone forward from the dummy half pass of Boone. And that'll be disappointing after it looked like they could have. They were setting up nicely for a kick possibly out to the wing of Chapman Kenny. The Warriors will restart from the scrum.
That's one. Move.
Still looking for any sort of punch. Chance Bunce has had a quiet game so far, as has the wingers Borton Thompson and Damien Moana.
Get up. 2 hands away.
Donny Lane calling for it, gets it. And it's gone forward from Corcoran. So this is just going from bad to the worse for the Auckland-based side here tonight. And they are just falling apart here in front of their home crowd. Lord at the back of the scrum. Kerben this time decides to give it to Crimp. So the Seagulls, 18 metres out centre field, looking to pile more points onto the Warriors as we count down 15, 14 minutes remaining in this one. Boone at dummy half goes short to Blackburn. Couple of metres out, right out in front of the uprights. Numbers to the left, they go left from Boone. Not a great pass, had to be tidied up by Jesse Bennett. Wrapped up and taken down only a metre out. Boone this time comes right. Cut out pass to Akarangi. Donny Lane wraps him up and throws him to the ground in a good tackle. So final one here for the Seagulls. They go back deep to Lewis. Puts it on the toe. But no real chase there for the Seagulls. And David Barner cleans it up and saves it for the Warriors. You're watching the Simulation Rugby League Premiership live on SRL TV. It's Monday night action live from Auckland. Round 7 of 7. The final regular round of the season as Curran breaks way through the middle and the referees pulled this one up for a high tackle. And the Warriors finally get their first penalty of the game. And we are almost 70 minutes into it. So Ashford finds the touchline and Corcoran restarts the game. Strange takes it up into heavy contact with Byron Boone. They go short to Curran. Curran through the middle. And easy as that, Rod Curran goes in for a second try in 2 weeks. 6th of his career. And the Warriors looking for a late second half comeback. And they are leaving it very late, in fact. Good ball at dummy half there from Patrick Corcoran. Getting Curran onto the front foot and just breaking his way through that first tackle. Herben was caught out to the right side of the field, expecting the down the short side to Borton Thompson. As McGallagher converts, maintains his 96% success rate for the season. 54 points this season for Sage McGallagher after he scored 70 points in season 1. He won't be doing that again this season, as it looks like a big comeback will be needed for the Warriors tonight. Manly leading 36 points to 12, counting down to 10 minutes remaining here at Mount Smart Stadium. A reminder coming up straight after this. It's the South Sydney Rabbitohs at home at ANZ Stadium. Sorry, no, I correct myself. It's the South Sydney Rabbitohs taking on the Brisbane Broncos from Coffs Harbour. Home of Jai Collins, taking his side on the bus late this afternoon. Expecting a large home crowd welcoming that Bunnies outfit to Jai Collins' home ground as Ashford puts it deep, forcing Bell on the back foot towards the Seagulls line. It's a good chase from the Warriors. Getting up on Bell and forcing him down just outside the Seagulls 10. So we haven't seen enough of this so far here tonight. The Warriors just a little bit laboured in defence. Just sort of standing back and on their heels a little bit too much as they go inside to Herban, who has been on point so far tonight, really testing that inside line and keeping Chance Bunce busy. As Bell gets the offload to Elms, breaks through one, breaks through a second, eventually taken down by Chance Bunce. Kicking on the 5th is Lord, going across field, trekking back is Maxwell, and he does well to actually stand inside the field of play. Gets away from a couple of tackles as well. Second one was Herban. Eventually it's Chapman Kenny who takes it down.
That's your second.
Excuse me, Farah plays the ball, they go to Curran. Offloads to Ashford on his outside. So the Warriors starting to play a bit of ball here. But it is going to be too little too late. The Seagulls counting down, 5 minutes remaining. We'll move to 8 points. And 4th on the ladder as Barner gets a good inside ball. Looking to go in for his 5th try of the season, David Barner. Only a metre short, final tackle. Moana, a dummy half. Good kick to Bunce. And Bunce just cuts in on the inside and collects his 2nd of the night. And the Warriors continue their strong finish to the second half. And with that, Chance Bunce goes to the top of the leaderboard for tries of the season. Good deft kick by TJ Ashford. And Bunce just cuts back on a good angle inside Akarangi. And looked like Kyle Lewis. So this won't be pleasing Kane Chapman Kenny or Matthew Harris. Really wanting that points differential if they're going to have any chance in making the 4. As mentioned, at the moment they are, with this win here tonight, they'll move up to 4th on the ladder. But they will be awaiting the results of tomorrow night's game between the Panthers and the Raiders. Panthers on 8 points as well. Raiders on 6 points. The win to the Raiders would put them into 3rd. The Panthers will be in 4th. So the Panthers have got plus 30 points differential. So Manly really needing another try or two in the last couple of moments. Those last 2 tries for the Warriors have really dented the hopes of Manly's finals aspirations. They really need the Panthers to beat the Raiders tomorrow night. So Ashford will kick on the 4th. Looking for the chasers out wide of Borton Thompson. In fact, he's going for the 40-20, but doesn't quite get the angle right. Bounces just outside the 20. Borton Thompson was coming along quickly on that outside. But the bounce of the ball just hasn't gone the way of the Warriors here tonight. And it's going to be the Manly Seagulls who will pick up the 2 points, get their first win over the Warriors. And what a story this is, after many had said the Seagulls would be found at the bottom of the table this season after really struggling in season 1. They have proved their doubters right. Sorry, proved their doubters wrong. And they are real contenders if they do make the 4. They've given the ball away here and seem to have dropped off a little bit in this last 10 to 15 minutes. So a minute and a half remaining. Warriors looking to end their season on a high. Jackson Cutler's possible final touch in Warriors colours. They go to Lane, about 7 metres out, tackle 4, Corcoran to Ashford, cut out pass to McGallagher, charging forward the big 5'8", taken down only a metre out. So the Warriors looking to end their season on a high. Corcoran goes back to Ashford, but comes up early on that one was Akarangi, racks up Ashford, and that will be the final play of the Warriors season as Herman breaks through the middle. The siren sounds in the background, and it's the Manly Sea Eagles who do the business here away from home, beating the Warriors quite convincingly in the end after a late Warriors comeback, and they will wait for other games, other results to go their way, but they have totally outclassed the Warriors here tonight, running out winners 36 points to 18, 6 tries to 3. And if we go through a couple of these stats, it was the possession that really dominated the Sea Eagles, 24 sets to 19. Had their hands on the ball more than the Warriors, especially in their opening 20 to 30 minutes of the game. Warriors just really struggling for any sort of possession. And then you go down further down that list, the missed tackles once again for the Warriors. Stats heavily outweighing them. And then that last line breaks, 42 line breaks for the Sea Eagles, only 16 for the Warriors. And those last 2 points really do sum up the Warriors' last 2 games of the season. We hope you've enjoyed this opening game for Monday night action live on the Simulation Rugby League Premiership. Do not go anywhere. We are set for an absolute cliffhanger for the second game of Monday nights. The Rabbitohs taking on the Broncos coming up next.